everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Magical Otoge Ciel. Today this is a snow day, so I don't have to go to school. So hooray. It's snowy and cold outside. So what better way to spend my day than playing this wonderful game? Unfortunately, I don't have my special guest with me anymore, but that's why he was a special guest. It sounds like I broke up with him. No, I didn't. He's not dated me. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, but that was a lovely, lovely time. I loved how he's... Anyways, I love my boyfriend. And sometime later, somewhere else in Vierne, after he had left you, I used to did his work as usual and walked through town again afterwards. I'm gonna try to do what my boyfriend did now. It's been some time since I left Ciel already. Oh my god, I'm so great. The way back wasn't difficult, but I hope she was able to find her way alright. Huh? Florian? Ciel isn't with you? I'm doing such a great impression of my boyfriend, oh my god. I thought she was with you. But it's already been a while since then. Don't tell me I have somewhere to be. I don't. Oh, what are you saying? Don't look so dejected. I'm trying so hard to sound like him now. It's just like, Ciel cares about you. Cares very much about you, you know. I know. But there's only one of me, and it's either wait for her to come back or here or look for her. And we might miss each other in the process, so I'm sure you can see my problem. Of course I care about her too, but... Wait, why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you this? What are you, my counselor? My therapist? Maybe. I wouldn't mind. But anyhow, on a serious note, Ciel will be fine. I swear it. Okay, I can't keep doing this. Keep making myself laugh. So you know where she is. Well, I have an idea. Yeah, I do too. After searching and asking around, you located the royal family's mansion. As expected of 6 years of negligence, the mansion looks gloomy and the yard is overgrown.
This is it, huh?
You walked around the perimeter of the mansion and got to a large tree near a tower hidden by different buildings.
This tree has a big branch that reaches into the yard beyond the mansion's fence. And right next to it is a window of the mansion's tower. This should be it. A spot so hidden that you wouldn't be able to see light coming from the mansion room. Alright, let's remember what I read about barriers. Let's use all those years of reading while being shed in Amarine to use. Let's see. Assuming that it's a standard barrier without any different properties, barriers that aren't in a uniform shape are more difficult to maintain. In that case, you either have to be very skilled, make the barrier an easier shape, or have a hole where you would have bended the barrier. I bet someone is living in the royal family's mansion.
Ooh.
In that case, raising and lowering the barrier every time you pass through would be risky. Someone could happen to get in when you lower the barrier, and then they wouldn't be able to leave until you did. But this tree doesn't have any lower branches that normal people could easily climb up on. Normal people, huh? Yevon? Yevon, I need your gracious and benevolent help! And also the presence of someone as handsome as you! Yevon appeared! Holy fuck!
He has a leaf in his hair, but he doesn't seem to notice. Yo, princess! Oh my god. You called? I want this to be animated! Oh my god. Well, you said handsome, so obviously you were referring to me. Oh my god. Sorry for not having arriving earlier. I was busy for a second. I was helping some guy with his cabbages. Catch his cabbages. It was intense stuff.
Gotcha. I'm surprised that you actually appeared.
Oh, don't underestimate me, princess. If anything, feel free to overestimate me. But not too much pressure, alright?
Yeah, alright.
So, you decide... Aw, I wanted the intense music to keep coming, but I just wanted the intense music to keep playing. So, you decided to look into the mystery of Viren's royal family after all, huh? I see you ditched your knights, too.
Only for now. Just in case they would have stopped me. But now that I have a better idea of what this is all about, I'm going to take the risk this time.
I see. That's great, princess. I'm happy for you when you're assertive about your own life like this. And the next time anyone tries to hold you down, just tell them to go to... what?
I'm not going to curse anyone out, Yevon. You guys are worried about me. You guys are worried about me for a good reason. I'm not just going to run into danger just because I feel like it either. It's just that this time, I'm sure that it's not dangerous.
Is it certainty or just a feeling?
It's a feeling of certainty.
Wow. Ha. Got it, princess. Alright, let me boost you up then. That's what you wanted me to do, right?
Yeah, thanks.
Gotcha. But try not to step on the merchandise, alright? The face, in this case.
Right.
Usually I'm talking about the entire package because, I mean, look at me. But I'll give you a special discount. Oh my god.
Is it just me? Are you more not? But is it just me, or are you more narcissistic today?
Nah, I'm just more open about conveying my narcissism today.
Alright.
Even helps you get onto the high branch of the tree. There's a mark on the branch that looks like it's been made from continuous wear.
Judging from the shape and size, someone always stepping back and forth between here and the mansion, huh?
Are you okay up there by yourself, princess? You aren't afraid of heights, are you?
No, not at all. Especially not after today. Thanks, Yevon, and see you later.
Of course, later, princess. You found the break in the barrier and passed through. Good luck, princess. At least I'm one person around here who believes in you. But what about you two? You heard all of that development monologue too, right? What? Oh, what the hell? They were there the entire time. I'm glad that Lady Ciel is the person she is. What's it? What? Great. Now I look like the backwards one for not saying anything. I guess I'm just too worried about her. Yeah, you freaking misogynist! Ugh. Can you leave? Don't you have some cabbages to catch? Look, being a cabbage catch kid... Being a cabbage catch kid isn't my day job, you know. Right, it's being a stalker. Hey! Ooh, spicy. Dot. The branch of the tree led almost directly to an open window. And through there... My neck itches. And my nose itches. And my everything itches. Anyways,
This room is...
you take a look around the room. It's very neat and has a warm feeling to it.
There isn't any dust in here.
On the
There isn't any dust in here.
I don't know anymore. On the table, you notice a very familiar bronze flower-shaped collar pin. Oh, I knew he was living in here. I knew he was gonna be living in here. Oh my god.
It looks just like the one Ice has. Except this one is made out of metal? It looks important.
You hear someone approaching the room from the hallway. You take a deep breath as the door opens. I knew it. I knew it. ... You're here after all, huh? By now, this might be a silly question, but what are you doing here?
Well, what about you?
Well, we all know that I'm bad at lying at this point. I don't like doing it either. Ciel, I like you. I really do. But now I'm gonna have to kill you.
Shit.
And I want to keep on being friends with you, too. So please, pretend that you didn't see me here.
I can't do that, Ice. You have something that's weighing you down, right? And it's something that you've kept to yourself all this time.
Yeah, maybe I'm being too dramatic over this. It's not like I'm actually a ghost or a monster or
Well, Ice, I can't do anything amazing like your magic, but you heard me out when I was down, so let me cheer you up too. Prince Ice.
You figured it out, huh?
So you really are.
Trying to deny it now would be really awkward, even for me. And it looks like I can't deceive you either. Ice prepares to tell you the truth. Prepares himself to tell you the truth. As you guessed, I'm Ice. I'm the only child of Yurn's last queen.
Everyone thinks that the queen is the only living member of the royal family, though.
Yes, that's what I and a few other people led them to believe. I wish it was true, though. My mother raised me not as a prince, but just as a normal child. She kept the fact that I was her son a secret, and no one else besides her close friends knew.
That's just like what my dad did.
My mother didn't want me to live with the role of a prince set out for me. Oh God, I'm sorry. Whew, I've been sneezing a lot lately. I think I'm dying. Pretended to had lost her own child during birth just for that. And after her death, I didn't want to be a prince either. If I revealed that I was actually Bjorn's prince, everyone would have treated me differently. Even if only subconsciously. It's something that I don't want, no matter what. It doesn't have to do with the expectations in my case. The queen didn't have to be a governor anyway. But I just want people to look at me for being Ice, not anything else.
I see. In that case, I'm sorry for calling you Prince Ice.
Don't worry about it. It's fun. It's kind of funny. I think you're the first person to call me Prince in my entire life. Well, besides some of my fans who call me their prince. Sometimes I get a little paranoid that they've caught on, but, well, maybe they wouldn't care either way by now. But even if I've thrown away my prince title, this place is still important to me. It's the only place that I have any memories of my mother. Good ones and bad ones.
I see. His mother was murdered here after all.
Oh really? I forgot completely about that. I'm just kidding.
He's kept on living in the place where something so terrible happened to him.
Hey, Ciel.
Guys?
You're already the first person I've talked about this with. And, would it be okay with you if I talked about myself a little more?
Ice?
Oh, you don't have to stay and listen if you don't want to. I wasn't planning on talking about it with anyone else in the first place. If you don't want to listen, it'd just be normal.
Don't say that, Ice. Of course I'll listen.
I see. Thank you, Ciel. What I wanted to talk about is the man who killed my mother and what led up to that point. I've had 6 years for it to sink in, but I haven't really talked to anyone about it. And I have regrets about it every day. It's always just, what if? And I hate thinking like that too. So,
I see. It's okay, Ice. If you trust me, I'll hear you out.
Of course. That airwalk trick doesn't work unless we both believe in each other, you know. And that was just one of the many tricks my mother taught me. At least before. This started 12 years ago. How old are you? I was only 12 years old at that time, too. Wait, how old? You're 24? You're 24! Holy shit.
Ice.
Don't worry. It took a while for things to actually happen. But by the time it ended, I was already 18. Back then, there was a noble who approached my mother. My mother was acquaintances with this noble, but he suddenly began to try to get closer to her. And as I told you when we first met, he was just trying to use her to gain power. My mother noticed this right away, but she believed that he could change. She trusted that he could.
Ice. I've never seen him with that expression before.
That man actually did help out Viren in some ways, but he never changed his real intentions. And so, he was able to rise up in the ranks. She said that even if he hadn't changed, his contributions were real, and that he deserved to be rewarded for at least that much. But then, he began to lose patience. After the many years, he tried to pressure my mother into marrying him. And if that happened, he planned to reassert power as a king and attempt to change the entire system. That was when my mother finally decided that there truly was no hope for him. That day, she dismissed him from his political duties. I still remember her words. A governor has to work for the good of the people, not for themselves.
I see. No wonder why so many people like the Queen. She must have been sincere about governing fairly. Kind of like...
But that man couldn't accept that result. 6 years of pretending to be friendly with my mother and having to actually work finally snapped in him. If someone was as well liked as my mother denounced him, his reputation would be nearly unrecoverable after all. And so, before she sent out word of his dismissal, that man tried to kill my mother. And he did. Oh. Ice touches his scar, and I'm the one who took revenge for my mother. At the very least, some of my mother's close friends were in the mansion at the time, unbeknownst to that man. They took care of the stories afterwards, and here we are now. I wasn't alone through all of it, but at the same time, it's just not the same anymore.
Oh, Ice.
You hold on to Ice's hand. Thank you, Ciel. Well, that's all of it. It's such a weird feeling now. I feel lighter and heavier at the same time.
Yeah, talking it out does that to you.
Yeah, I appreciate you hearing my story out. It's not like all my regrets are gone, but it's a step.
And we all know how important those are.
Haha, yes, we do. But, well, I still have one question about what happened. I wonder what that man was doing here in Viren.
What do you mean?
Well, that noble wasn't from Viren. He was a strange man. He always muttered something about fake kings, but then laughed about how he was going to become king. He was apparently a remnant of another royal family and came here for some reason. I believe his home kingdom was called Amarine? You let go of Ice's hand. Ciel? Are you okay?
Yeah, that noble was from Amarine's royal family. He came to Viren 12 years ago. By then, my dad was already king. But that means that noble came to Viren because my dad took away the power of the royal family.
What's wrong, Ciel?
Oh, well, I should tell Ice the truth, even if it might change things for the worse. It's the right thing to do.
If Ice blames your father for what happened to him, he might be in danger. So now you have to choose. Oh god. You can either tell Ais the truth one-on-one, or just in case, you can have someone else with you. What will you do? I'm just gonna stay right here. Yes. Well, we're gonna... we're going to trust him. Because that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, this is just between me and Ais. And besides, I trust him. Ais,
Sorry, my voice died.
Ais, I'm the princess of Amarine.
What?
I'm not actually part of the royal family, though. My dad, the current king, was a normal person until the last king passed the role on to him. And my dad knew how corrupt the rest of the royal family was. And so he took away their power. So, the reason that your mother's a murderer came to Vierne in the first place was because of my family. Your mother would probably still be alive now if that didn't happen.
I see. So you were royalty all along too, Ciel? It's funny how we were both hiding that, isn't it? I guess coincidences like this really do happen. Well, that solves the mystery then. Thank you, Ciel. I think all my questions are at rest now.
What? That's all you have to say? You don't have a grudge against Amarine's royal family? Or even the current royal one?
Ciel,
You don't hate me?
I see. Even though she was scared of the result, she still told me the truth. You know, Ciel, when I do my magic tricks, I'm always at my happiest. Even if I was in a bad mood, doing these little tricks cheers me up somehow. But even more than that, I love showing magic to others and seeing their faces light up with surprise and joy. And after a while, I realized something. In that moment, it doesn't matter if that person and I would have hated each other on a personal level. Just exchanging smiles with everyone else and knowing that you made someone's day better. That's enough for me. A little dramatic of a sentiment for magic tricks, huh? Right? It might be hard to understand since these are just tricks to everyone else, but the time and work I've spent on them is real, and the happiness it brings me and others is real. And so what I'm trying to say is, holding grudges just isn't for me. And besides, you and your family didn't do anything wrong. Doesn't make sense to blame you. And according to what you said, if your father had allowed Amarine's corrupt royal family to keep their power, that surely would have hurt many people. And I can't stand it when others abuse their power like that.
Ice. He's right. Before this, I almost forgot that my dad isn't a bad person.
Well, Ciel, I'm not a prince, but I have that same compassion that my mother had. And it's something that everyone else should have too, no matter who you are. I'm just trying to share that through my magic tricks. And also I don't want to hurt anyone ever again. Everything that happened in that past is, well, a thing of the past. And I like who I am right now. That's what's really important, I think. That's all.
Oh, Ice. Sniffle.
Oh, Ciel, don't cry. It's just about me. There isn't anything to be said about anymore. Come on, I like seeing you happy.
Sniffle. But...
Dot. Yeah, I understand. There are just times when you need to be sad too. Maybe now is one of those times. All this time, you must have had your mind on how things changed for you as a princess too. There isn't any magic trick I can do right now to cheer you up, is there? Dot. You shake your head. I see. And that's fine too. Alright then. In that case, pardon me for a moment. Aww, Ice pulls you into a gentle hug. There. I just lends you his shoulder. He pats you on the back. Thank you, Ciel. I'm glad you told me this. It must have been scary. You know, this is the first time I've made someone cry too. It feels pretty awful. But at the same time, I'm glad that you care so much about someone like me.
Of course I do. I'm not unrelated to all of this too. I'm glad I met you, Ais. And thanks for calling me just Ciel.
And thank you for calling me Ais. Oh my god! Ah! This is so cute. I'm really glad I got to meet you too. I think you helped me make up my mind about this place. Even after all these years, I wasn't fully ready to see my home change. I wasn't ready to see this mansion be neglected and fall apart, at least not from the inside. But I think I'll be okay now. Huh. Ais lets go of you. The story about Viren's lost prince ends here. It's kind of funny now that I think about it. Instead of having a spell cast on me to become a prince, I wished for the exact opposite. And the only one who can grant that wish is me.
Yeah, Ais is so strong. I want to face forward like how he does too.
This is it for me in this mansion then. There are all kinds of memories in this place. And now there are memories of you too. But I'll be alright. I know I will. Ais picks up the bronze flower pin from the table and holds it dearly. And so, from now on, I'm just going to be Ais. Just like how I've always been. And so, oh my god. Once you got back to the others, you explained everything. Things finally calmed down and the mystery behind Viren's royal family concluded. Then, sometime later, back at the inn.
Well, our trip to Viren is pretty much over.
Yeah, and I was able to dodge getting any flowers pulled from my hair.
Oh, but that trip was it was really fun. Are you sure you didn't want it done on you too?
Oh, I get enough of that flowers and hair business from you already. Besides, I'm not too fond of that guy. He's like, I don't know.
Oh, you don't like anyone, Florian.
That's not true. I like you. Yeah, you're right. I don't like anyone. Oh, ouch! I'd just live as a hermit if I could.
Oh, so Solitude in the Mountains was your happy place out. Oh, so Solitude in the Mountains was your happy place out all along.
Huh, no, not yet.
In that case, let's find your happy place.
This again? My happy place, huh? If I had to choose somewhere, it would be... We're blushing.
Emerine? An ice cream shop? An ice cream shop in Emerine?
No. Well, yes, but no.
Then...
Would be... by...
my side?
well... next to... you.
Oh.
You.
Oh! Oh, you're so cute! I love you, really. Oh. What? You can't possibly expect anyone to hear you, Florian.
Oh, should I whisper that? Ugh. What are you, turning into fucking Everett? I, didn't say anything.
Oh, Florian!
But really, you already know that I'm always worried about you, but I think, well, maybe I can go along with your more risky adventures every once in a while. I mean, I'm a knight, not a chaperone.
Florian?
Yeah, why not? Let's just go for it every once in a while.
Really? In that case, let's go ask some random girls for their number or something.
Okay, well, I'll have to opt out of that one. You can do that on your own. Huh. And if the planets are aligned, Anton will go along with you.
Yeah, right. But really, I didn't expect you to approve.
Well, I already decided to go on this adventure with you at the very beginning. Not much an adventure if you don't do anything adventurous.
Yeah, that's for sure. What made you change your mind?
That this Viren experience helped, I guess. And well, how should I say this? You know that I don't care about a lot of people, but you're important to me. Aww, you're cute. And my feelings of wanting to see you happy haven't changed.
Oh.
Aww. Oh God, what am I saying? Never mind.
What do you mean, never mind?
It's embarrassing. Good night. Flustered, Florian left in a rush.
Poor Florian. What an adventure. But it's time to say goodbye to Viren. I feel like Ice helped me out as much as I helped him too. I'm glad we came here.
Aw. And so, sometime later. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Magical Otoge Ciel. So, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this episode and would like to see more of this game, then leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!